an artist. He makes like different portraits and he draws and all that different stuff. He's located there in the Jazz District off of 20th and Vine at 2000 Vine.
Oh yeah, he's nominated for the Kansas City People's Awards.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, very solid guy.
Hello, my name is HARVEY. Welcome to 2000 Vine, home of HARVEY Art Gallery.
And now, flip to edge out to some iceberg. You'll be heavy in my mind. Can you get the heck out? I need rest now. Got me bummed out. You so baby, baby, baby. Driving on my empty mind. Shit. I should've kept from losing the best of me. I worry that I wasted the best of me. Oh, yeah, baby, you don't care. Sometimes trying to be a nuisance, it's just urgent. Trying to make some little change, got me a war in my mind. Gotta let go away, think he was holding me to the right, but it will pick up in front of me. All the while, I'll wave my arm, won't feel it.
This piece right here is one of my favorites, although a lot of my pieces are my favorite. But this is a portrait of myself. It really represents self-love and just the care that I try to give myself. It stands for just that security, that self-security, that peace within. Have these affirmations here just to remind myself and just that internal relationship with myself that I daily work on. And so this painting is a representation of that self-love, that peace, that joy that is all within us all. So yeah, this piece is really special.
No, you like that shit, ooh, baby, baby, heavy on my empty mind, shit. I can't keep from losing the best of me. Still worried that I wasted the best of me. Oh, you babe, you don't care. Sometimes trying to be a nuisance, it's just urgent. Trying to make some little change, got me a war in my mind. Let it go away, think he was holding me to the right, but it will pick up in front of me. All the while.
Hey you guys, I'm Lavelle. This is
HARVEY.
And I'm Jesse.
okay. So Warren, we're gonna ask you a few questions. We'll put you in the hot seat. Put you in the middle. Okay. Well, so I'm gonna ask you, what age did you realize you wanted to do art?
What age? You know, I think it was like elementary. I don't know the exact age, but I remember always wanting to be an artist.
Okay.
So it was in my blood. My grandmother was an artist. My dad was somewhat of an artist. So it's just in my blood.
Keep it in the family.
Okay. That's young generations. I know that's right. Yes.
So I was always connected to the artistic side. And so in school, elementary school, I was always drawing, always sketching. And it just turned into something more.
Wow. Okay. Great. Excellent. Do you have any special events so far this year?
There's some things here and there, but mainly what I focus on is First Fridays. You know,
Okay.
every First Friday I have art show here.
Okay.
Yeah, so each month it's just me preparing for that. So that be having most of my focus. You know, it's little different events here and there randomly that comes up. But the thing that's in the forefront of my mind is First Fridays.
Gotcha.
So what motivates you to do the type of art that you do?
What motivates me? Just my heart, you know, it's just that I feel like we all have that inner guidance that lets us know what's best for us, what's the right direction, what feels right, and I kind of trust that. I trust that feeling. So that kind of inspires me to move in the direction that I do, and also my spiritual journey. You know, just me dealing with mental health stuff. It's really inspired me to focus on my art and take my art real serious. And what I've gone through mentally, spiritually, emotionally, I try to put that in my artwork. So just affirmations, things that are reminding people of who they are, reminding the light that shines within them, is also me reminding myself. And so my art is big when it comes to that, just inspiring me to go deeper within myself. That really inspires my art, and just to give that to other people. I want to encourage, empower, and inspire people through my artwork, and inspire people to see the beauty in themselves, see the light within themselves, because this world is constantly trying to convince you that you're not special, that you don't have a light, that all the things that you desire is outside of yourself, but instead it's inside. And so my art that's the root of all my artwork.
Have you ever like drew anything like down in the graffiti, like the Crossroads area?
Have I? No, I haven't. I've done some portraits. I mean, I've done some murals. Not graffiti. I don't really work with spray paint quite yet. I've done some murals, but they're not in that area. They're in a few different schools.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so that's an awesome opportunity that I've had with Spray KC to just put some inspiring, empowering things on the wall that kids are able to see every day.
Which schools could they find that at?
It's one in Girls Prep Academy, and it's another one around here. It's Lafayette something.
Yeah, I know Lafayette.
Yeah, on Armor,
Okay.
and then it's another one,
Guadalupe Centers?
Yeah. And that's actually closer to downtown area. And I've done all three of them through Spray KC.
Okay.
And then we're gonna do some murals out here, 2000 Vine. We're gonna do some murals on that bridge.
Oh, okay.
And then it's another wall over here that I'm gonna do a mural on. So got some things coming up.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the longest painting you ever did?
Okay. I don't know.
You don't know that?
I don't know the longest one, because it really just depends on my energy. Sometimes it will take, you know what? It's a piece upstairs. It is a fabric piece.
Okay.
And that was my first and only fabric piece so far. And I look forward to doing more pieces like that, because it's just dope.
Mm-hmm.
But just the process of figuring out what works and what doesn't work. I had to cut all the pieces up and it was a lot. So I can't tell you how long it took, but it took long enough where I haven't done another piece like it yet.
Which one is your favorite and why?
Yeah, it's like, look. You know what? Let's say the fabric piece. Let's say that's my favorite, and not to put down any other of my pieces, because I have a lot of favorites, so to speak, because I have an emotional connection to all my work. Yes. But the fabric piece it's just different. It's different, and it's just a reflection of the direction that I want to go, and I really see a lot of potential in that style. And I stretch myself, you know what I mean? I challenge myself. It was something really new. And I found my way through it, and it really resonates with people. So let's say that the fabric piece, and it's called Pride.
Okay.
I actually just recently sold that thing. Yeah.
I was like, I wish I could do something like that, because I'd be...
Well, you have your own thing. Whatever thing that is, you have your thing. You know what I mean? I think it's easy for us to look at other people's talents and wish, like, man, I wish I could do that too.
Yeah.
But we all have our lane, you know, and kind of just finding that lane and just really just going in as much as you can and really expressing excellence in whatever lane God gave you. You know what I mean? Because shit, I wish I was a singer, to be real.
I wish I could sing too, and I wish I could dance.
See, you know, but you know, and I think that's normal when we see people with really, you know, awesome talent, and we just really appreciate and really respect the craft. It just is easy to say, damn, I wish I could express myself in that way too. And instruments, like, I wish I want to be a musician, like play the guitar. So, and that's doable. You know, there's things that we can do. We just got to take the steps to manifest it. And sometimes it's difficult to do something that we don't feel like we're good at until we start getting good at it. You know what I mean? Because when we're doing something, it's like, yo, I actually suck at this. You know, and pushing through and loving yourself through learning. You know, because sometimes we can be hard on ourselves when we're doing something that we don't feel like we're good at, and we talk ourselves out of continuing the journey because we're not being we're really not loving ourselves through it. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Just like
yeah.
if I was to start learning how to play the guitar, I would suck at first, and I would have to be okay with sucking.
That's how I feel about my photography.
Yeah.
I still kind of feel like this sometimes.
And I feel like that with my artwork too. You know?
Stop it.
It's all these, with social media, all these, it's so many people displaying their talents.
Yeah, and it's like you kind of sometimes can't help but compare and be like, damn, like we doing the same thing, but it's just like, how they do this? And
Exactly.
yeah,
Exactly.
that's how I feel too.
And I'll be having the same experience, and I'm questioning myself, making myself feel like I need to be better than I am, and one of the things is just really important to be mindful of that, and not get too caught up in that, and not allow it to dim your light because someone else's light shining.
Yeah, it's just not your time.
And it's not even their expression isn't yours. So like it's hard to compare because it's coming from two different visions.
Right.
It's coming from two different inspirations. You know what I mean? So my art is an extension of myself. Your photography is an extension of you. And when we compare ourselves, we are comparing two different realities, two different expressions that really not even meant to be compared. You know what I mean?
Man.
And we got to be mindful of that, and so we don't encourage ourselves to dim our own light because of how bright someone else is shining.
Exactly.
Because to someone else, we shining too.
Yeah, that's the one.
Somebody look at my art and think the world of it, and at the same time, I'm in my mind just
Having
man,
doubts,
exactly,
like it could be better and stuff.
exactly.
You
So-
preaching today, man.
That's for real. This is the
It's
first
just
time
good.
that shit.
It's just good to be mindful of that and to love yourself. And wherever stage of your craft you are, be mindful and love yourself and say, I am enough. Really, because your craft and where you at is also a reflection of who you are and where you are in life. Just like you're not supposed to compare your life to someone else's life. You are where you're supposed to be in this moment, and your job is to be grateful and thank God for it. Because in order for you to get to what you're striving for, where you are today is necessary.
Yeah. So you can go back and
you realize,
hey.
you realize actually these days is actually a blessing. Sometimes you don't realize that until it passes. It's like, man,
that's so
I'm
true.
grateful for it.
That is true.
Yeah,
That's so true.
yeah. So everybody got
Got
their
the word today.
Everybody got they craft, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And just to keep saying yes to it.
Okay, Warren, so we're wondering, where can people find you on social media?
You can find me on Instagram at Warren Harvey Art. You can find me on Facebook at Warren Styles Harvey. And my website, warren-harvey.com. Boom.
And we... I'm not going to today. I'm not going to today.
Find me on that thing. Peace.
But they in my mind seem to take the step